Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Routledge History of Literature in English, part 61. So let's dive in the world of literature. In this video, we will be covering 30s poets, and the portion starts with two lines from the poem Consider, published in 1930 by W.H. Auden. And the lines are, "Consider this and in our time, as the hawk sees it, or the helmeted airman." In 1937, Auden wrote a poem entitled Spain. In the poem, he sees the war as a battle between good and evil forces. And few lines are given from the poem, and the lines are, "Tomorrow, the rediscovery of romantic love, the photographing of ravens, all the fun under liberty's masterful shadow. Tomorrow, the eager election of chairmen by a sudden forest of hands, but today, the struggle." Auden saw the struggle for Spain as a political struggle. Victory would ensure that democracy, election by voting with a show of hands, prevailed. But he also saw a struggle between opposing moral and psychological forces, with one side representing negative feelings and the other side a positive democracy of feeling which is at the heart of all human action. And few lines are again given from the poem Spain, and the lines are, "Madrid is the heart. Our moments of tenderness blossom as the ambulance and the sandbag, our hours of friendship into a people's army." Alongside W.H. Auden, the most important members of this group were Louis MacNeice, C.D. Lewis, and Stephen Spender. There is extract by C.D. Lewis from a song for the child of poor parents. One aim is to awaken greater social awareness. And the lines are, "The stars in the bright sky look down and are dumb at the heir of the ages, asleep in a slum. Thy mother is crying, thy dad's on the dole. 2 shillings a week is the price of a soul." Stephen Spender wrote the poem The Pylons, and few lines are given in the book, and the lines are, "Now over these small hills they have built the concrete that trails black wire. Pylons, these pillars, bear like nude giant girls that have no secret." Louis MacNeice wrote Autumn Journal, which is his autobiography, and few lines are given, and the lines are, "Now the till and the typewriter call the fingers. The workman gathers his tools for the 8-hour day, but after that, the solace of films and football pools." Then he also wrote Eclogue for Christmas in 1934, and few lines are given in the book, and the lines are, "The jaded calendar revolves. Its nuts need oil. Carbon chokes the valves. The excess sugar of a diabetic culture rotting the nerve of life." At the end of the 1930s, poets looked back on the decade and tried to evaluate the rapid and radical changes that had taken place. In the poem 1st September 1939, W.H. Auden wrote, "I sit in one of the dives on 52nd Street, uncertain and afraid, as the clever hopes expire of a low, dishonest decade." W.H. Auden then also wrote the poem in memory of W.B. Yeats in 1939. Later in his career, Auden wrote, "Poets are, by the nature of their interests and the nature of artistic fabrication, singularly ill-equipped to understand politics or economics." This affirmation in an essay, "The Poet and the City in the Dyer's Hand" in 1962, effectively undermines and questions the commitment of a generation. Now comes William Empson. He wrote many critical works such as Seven Types of Ambiguity in 1930, then some versions of the Pastoral in 1935, and later The Structure of Complex Words in 1951 and Milton's God in 1961. Then the posthumous publication of his complete poems in 2000. Always a poet of the intellect more than of explicit emotions, Empson gave his period a motto in the line. And the line is, "And learn a style from a despair," from the poem This Last Pain. And in page 340, you will find in language note reading Auden. This is one of Auden's best known jazz elegies in 1936 and was famously used in the acclaimed 1994 movie Four Weddings and a Funeral as a gay funeral oration. And lines are given from the poem. Do read it. If you have any doubts or query, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can even message me in the social media IDs that are given below in the description box. Do share the video to all those who wants to be the part of this literary journey, and don't forget to revise. So that's all for this video. Thank you and signing out.